Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. We have a late season top 25 showdown that could be crucial to the postseason picture. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Nittany Lions will put total leather to crank us up. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. Pulls it, fired complete. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
It's complete on the right side. Bringing the heat. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Volunteers will have it 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The give. Finds a crease at the 20. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's knocked down.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And they're barely able to stop the score. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get the...
Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. This crowd full throat Oh, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Gonna run it. It's McCaffrey. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the single back. Just ran over it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. That's a live ball. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
As a defender, you love the big hits. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
I love that play call. Quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Leaves it with the back. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying to get to him. Moving away from pressure. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Volunteers! And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking to go up top on first down. Grab near the marker. It's McCaffrey. Right down the gut of the field. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State! Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Here comes the offense on first down. Looking for room. It's McCaffrey. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Final play of the quarter coming. He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They go to the ground. Fighting off the defender. Bulldozes him. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense set for a first down play. From the gun. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the
quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Quick pass on the jet motion. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Power football with the run. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Using his legs, it's McCaffrey. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Was to pass. Makes the grab. It's McCaffrey. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Here's the handoff. Runs through a tackle. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They'll go to the air. Pressure coming. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Now, listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. This quarterback part of their running game. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Finds a man on the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He lets one fly deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Vols will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And it's some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute well.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Second down coming up. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. At the 45 on its way. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
Third and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He'll throw on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Kent. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Caught behind the line. It's Kent. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown ball. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo.
Can anyone catch it? Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Leaves it with the running back. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wide out in motion. They'll leave it with him. Just buried it. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Nittany Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. Goes to the option. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. A little old-school football riding the big fella, and a nice gain on that one.
Yeah, this guy's an athlete, too. He's not just a blocker. He can hand off the ball, and he can go find positive yards. Shows you right there.
Trying to barge in. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. That defensive front was a stone wall on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They're going to run it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? From the gun. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is why you never quit on a play. On 4th down by the goal line, it looked like the quarterback had nowhere to go with it, but he wouldn't quit. He wouldn't give in to the defense. He just dug deep down inside himself and found a way to score that TD. That was impressive.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21.
Tennessee, 35. Penn State, 21.
They're lining up to boot it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's got room. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force the negative play.
They'll run play action. Quarterback adapting. He'll let it go down the right side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
On second down, wants to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Buys a little extra time. He chucks one out to the right. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy.
Touchdown, Tennessee! And the beatdown has ensued. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And he tacks on the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The big pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 1. Pulls and throws out the RPO. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Now on first down from the 28. Looking to move it through the air. The quick out. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, hats off to this defense and their ability to shut this guy down. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football. That was only his second catch of the game, and we're essentially in a 2-minute situation. They have risen to the challenge. They knew coming in they were going to have to limit him, but I don't know if they even thought they'd be able to do this good of a job.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. It can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now on first down from the 40. They're going to throw it again. Coming after it. He'll pull it down. And it's loose. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. And that pass intercepted.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over. And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outquick